Hello class, this is Dr. Fenton. I thought I'd make a quick video to show you how to work the problem that makes us use the high-low method to estimate the total monthly fixed cost and also the variable cost per hour. So let's get started. In requirement A, they want us to find out what's the average service revenue per hour in each month and the overall average for a 6-month period. So they want us to find out, the per hour service charge. So let's take the service hours right here, and we're going to divide those into the revenue. So I have my own calculator. You cannot see it on the screen. So let me pull it up. And what you're going to do is take, for July, the revenue of $5,814 and divide that by the hours for July, 114. And that is $51 per hour for July. So let's type 51 in here, hit enter, and it looks like it's calculating the average for us automatically. Just have one of the 6 months entered. Now for August, take the revenue, and that's $6,630, and divide by the hours, 130, and get $51 per hour also. So enter 51 here. Now if you go through the other 4 months here and divide the revenues by their hours each month, it will also be $51 an hour. So let me save a little bit of time, type that in. There you go. So this is how to work part A. So $51 per hour, it does not change each month, and that's the average. Now in part B, they want us to find the variable cost per hour and then the total fixed cost per month. Here's where we use the high-low method. You're going to look for the activity in each of these months, find the highest level of activity and the lowest, and we're going to use those two in the computations. So look at the service hours. It looks like right here October is the highest activity. And so we're going to use that, and then the lowest looks like it's going to be July, 114 hours. Now what we want to do is, and I wish I could put a calculator on the screen to show it to you, but I'll just have to explain it. I'll do it on my handheld calculator. But in the numerator, you want to have the highest operating cost here, and you're going to divide it, or you're going to subtract the operating cost for the lowest. So again, take 11,130, and I'm doing this on my calculator, subtract 4,260, and that is 6,870. So I wrote that down on a piece of paper. So the difference in cost between the highest activity month and the lowest, 11,130 minus 4,260, is $6,870. Now let's find the difference in hours. So we're going to take the 428 hours and subtract 428 minus 114 hours, and that is 314 hours. So I wrote that down. So in the numerator, place the difference we calculated between the highest and the lowest. That's 6,780. And let me do that, okay. And divide that by the difference in hours. And we just, took 428, subtracted 114. That's 314. And let's type in the answer, 21.88. It's rounded up to the closest penny. Hit enter, and let's check our work to make sure that's correct. My work, look like it's correct. Let's go back to the question. Now to find the fixed cost amount per month, what we're going to do is use this per hour variable cost amount and go to either the highest activity or the lowest. You can go to either one. Let's go with the highest. And again, I wish I had a calculator on the screen so you could see it, but I'll explain it to you while I use my handheld calculator. Is take the $21.88 That's the variable cost per hour. Take that times the 428 hours, 428, and that's equal to $9,364.64. So I wrote that down on a piece of paper, $9,364.64. That is the total variable cost. So now let's subtract this amount we just obtained, the $9,364.64. That's the total variable cost. Subtract that from total cost, the $11,130. So $11,130. And so the fixed cost amount, the difference is $1,765.36. Let's enter. And then check our work. And that's the correct amount. Let's turn to the question here. Okay, so did you follow me on that? For example, the way you get this is take the variable cost per hour you just calculated times the number of hours, 428. That result is the 9,364.64. And then subtract the 9,364.64 from the 11,130. And the result is the fixed cost per month. You can use the low method also. You can use these hours and this cost. You'll get the same answer. Let's go to requirement number C. They want the average contribution margin per hour. So let's go back and go to A. Our revenue is $51 per hour. We're going to subtract what we got from B. The variable cost per hour, 21.88. And that amount is $29.12. Let's enter. And let's check the work there. And it looks like it's okay. All right. So again, the contribution margin is always revenue minus variable cost. And so you can use the per hour amount like it asked for. Again, go back to number 1, or requirement A. $51 is the amount that we have for the revenue per hour. Subtract from that number your variable cost per hour we found in part B, and that gives us the contribution margin per hour. All right, so that's a quick review of this problem. So hopefully this helps, and as always, good luck with your studies.